Hey everyone, so we are on our way to the moon. I am stopped. We just got everything that we need to get on the road. We hit the road a little bit ago and we are at a Dollar General getting some water. This will be the last thing we need, and then we are officially on our way to the moon. So, I hope you enjoy the journey. This one's going to be a really fun one. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff for y'all to see and a lot of really unique stuff for you to experience with me. So, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a wonderful night, and welcome to the moon! On my way to the moon, I stopped at this really cool restaurant called Farm to Fork. It was a restaurant aimed at serving food from local farms in the area. And I'm here at this Farm to Fork place. It is kind of like a farm-to-table restaurant in the middle of Georgia. It is super rural and super hidden gem, and I'm really excited to see what the food is like tonight. So I'll see you all on the other side. It had a really cool rustic interior, kind of like something you would see at TGI Fridays mixed with something a little bit more traditionally southern. There was also a really cute little arcade machine. The inside seating area was actually a lot closer to a bar than I would have thought originally. Keep in mind, I showed up an hour before they closed, so the fact that they were still this busy was a pretty good sign for me. The coolest part though is that they also had live music, and it was actually pretty good. They had your pretty standard selection of cover songs, but they had a couple really good ones, and I really liked their selection of Beatles songs. Honestly, they were a 10 out of 10, and I'm not sure if I can find their album information, but if I can, I'm going to link it down in the description below. But yeah, I ate up, had a wonderful meal, and I was on my way back to the moon. Hey everyone, we are here at the moon. We are just in time for that sick drone show, and now we're gonna go exploring. I'm really excited to show you what this place has to offer. It's one of my favorite places on earth, and I hope you enjoy seeing it as much as I enjoy being here. I'll see y'all on the other side. The drone show is honestly magical. I don't know if words could possibly describe how intense it was to see all of those beautiful, bright lights flying in three-dimensional space. The video really doesn't do it justice, and I really recommend, if you never have seen a drone show, to go out and see one yourself, because it is worth anything you have to do to have that experience. But yeah, this is how I was greeted to the moon, and I think it was a really exciting introduction to the weekend full of crazy, chaotic fun that I was having. It's really hard to beat that, but I think that the rest of the events came pretty close still. There was a really cool giving tree where everyone brought a bunch of stuff to exchange and to give away for free, and at night it was lit up with these really cool black lights. It was honestly really amazing to see. As soon as I was done with that, I started to wander around and I started seeing some of the cool attractions and exhibits that people had set up. Each tent that you see is something that people brought out all the way into this field in the middle of nowhere, and they set it up as an exhibit for people to come and experience for the weekend. All of this is done without any money being exchanged, and it's honestly a really cool thing being able to watch this happen and then disappear in such a short time period. After I was done with that, I went and I watched some fire spinning, and I don't have any of the videos of it, but I actually spun fire myself for the first time ever. It was a really cool experience, and I'll never forget how welcoming and supportive people were when I told them that I wanted to think about spinning fire myself. They made sure that I had taken the proper safety precautions, but they were 100% willing to teach me and instruct me on how to do it safely. I also need to mention all the different music stages I saw while I was there, because I want to say that I saw about 10 different stages, and I didn't even see all of them. Each stage was run by its own theme camp, and the coolest part was everyone had their own genre and theme and different vibe that they brought with different music, and you could really see a little bit of everything there. There are people playing music from every single different genre, from rap and R&B to country and rock and roll and everything in between. There was something there for everyone, and that was my favorite part. I mean, just check out this Disney-themed Lion King trap music. It's pretty lit. Also, there were bubbles everywhere, and that's just amazing. It wasn't just music though. There were themed camps with every different kind of theme that you could imagine. From video games to Barbie Adventure, it was really somewhere where you could make your own place for other people to explore. I'll take some time to go over some of the camps with you that I thought were especially interesting, but there was a lot more that I didn't get a chance to film, so if you're interested, please know that there's way more than I had a chance to show you. The camp that we're walking through right now is called Camp Fuzzy Wuzzy, and the whole point of this was to have a place for people to come and relax and be around soft, comfortable things if they were having a bad time or they needed some support and someone to be around. Also, they had a hidden loft for dolls and for cute doll-like people. There's also this room full of really cool psychedelic stuff that was kind of cheese-themed, abstractly, and that was really interesting. It's kind of just crazy to me to think that people brought all the stuff out into the middle of a giant field to set up for people to just be a little bit more comfortable during the week. There was also this really cool green room where they had a bunch of green-themed objects and a cool little T-Rex. At night, the whole thing would glow like a fluorescent neon green. It was really intense. There was also this really cool bar where you could make a kind of horror creature baby doll where you take a bunch of anthropomorphic parts from different dolls and mix them with baby dolls and make this kind of weird mashup kind of thing, which wasn't personally for me, but a lot of people really enjoyed it. I would say most people's camps looked more like this though, where people were just doing what they needed to do to feel comfortable for the weekend and then sharing that with other people. There were definitely a lot of art camps that I didn't get to show, but no one's expecting you to go all out, especially if you're not part of a bigger theme camp. If the theme camps aren't really what you're looking for, then there is a beach with a river and a lake, and you can just kind of relax and be at one with nature. It's really peaceful, and there are paddleboards and kayaks, and it's just a really nice time. There's also this insanely peaceful grotto in the middle of the entire property where there's a underground cave where people can actually refill their drinking water for free. And it's incredibly beautiful, but it's also just something where you feel incredibly connected to nature, and it feels like this little paradise in the middle of the event. It also feeds into a little waterfall and river, and you can kind of just sit there and relax in a circle of grass surrounded by nature, which is another really beautiful experience. There's also a really cool hammock city called Tree Star City, where they set up these 6-person hammocks and people can come and just relax for as long as they want. It's really nice if it's too hot out, or if you just don't want to be in your tent and you want to be in a nice place outside in nature but still be comfortable. And it's just really incredible how much effort goes into these events to make sure that people have places to go that they feel comfortable and safe. I was heading to the giant LED cat dome to take some pictures, but they were already breaking it down, so I decided to hitch a ride with one of the golf carts I was heading towards the front. I think this shot gives you a good idea of the size and the scale of the burn, and it lets me highlight some of the things that I didn't get to show you earlier in the video. But unfortunately, I was taking the shot as they were breaking down for the week, and a lot of the things had already been taken out and removed. I think it still gives you a good idea of what to expect though, but if you want to see the full glory of the burn, you're going to have to come and experience one yourself, because there really is no describing it in a video. I'm just going to let the footage play for a little bit, but I really hope y'all enjoyed my experience to the Moon. I'm glad I got to share it with you, and if you're interested, please feel free to reach out on Discord and ask me questions, because I definitely would love to help people get more involved. More burners is more creative, is more fun, and I think we all come together and form community to do these cool things, and I would love to have you as a part of mine. The entire burner spirit is radical self-reliance, but it relies on 13 principles which we all use to have a healthy experience while we're there. And I think that if we all can come together and share some of these principles with each other, then we can make the world a better place. And I think burns are a really good example of what the world can be like if we don't have to rely on such a capitalistic system. So please make your own decisions. Please understand that burns are not for everyone and that you are dealing with an entire week in very harsh climates. But know that the experiences that you can have there are genuinely unique and magical. And I highly recommend people, if they've never had a chance to go to a burn, at least try it and see if it is for you, because you never know what you might find. Also, remember that this is a volunteer-run organization and that everything is possible because of people contributing and doing the work themselves who are not being paid for it, by and large for the most part, except for emergency department and fire department people. And I think that having that understanding and awareness going into it and really looking at what can I bring to this when I do come back the next time is something that will help you in a lot of ways. But whatever you do, just be you and be like Hoverboard Jesus in a world that's too busy to authentically live their own life. Hey everyone, I just wanted to thank y'all for watching the video and to remind you to like and subscribe if you liked the content today. We are going to be working with a company called Eucellus. I actually reached out to them. They're a tooth powder company and they make a toothpaste alternative that really is free of all of the harmful abrasive materials and fluoride that can really be harmful to you and your health in the long term. It also has a bunch of positive things like vitamins and different building blocks for your enamel to actually form new healthy enamel in your mouth. And I really believe that mental health can be tied to your physical health, and your teeth are a very good example of that. And I don't think a lot of people understand how important nutrition can be in their oral health care. And so I just wanted to give away 5 free samples of this tooth powder, and it is from a local company that I actually have been using for a while, and I reached out to them to see if they wanted to sponsor this video, and they said yes. So we're sending out 5 of the little ones and 1 of these big tubs of tooth powder to my viewers, and y'all get to try it for free, absolutely no charge. I'm gonna cover the shipping and handling personally, so y'all can actually try this because I really believe in it. And if you do like it, please just remember to use my referral code and you'll get a little bit off, I believe, of your purchase, and it actually helps support this channel in the future ongoing. And we also have a new website where you can buy t-shirts and merch. So just remember that this is a labor of love, but it is a very time-intensive labor, and I probably put almost 100 hours into just the editing of this video alone. So I really appreciate all the support that y'all have given me, and just know that I really couldn't do it without y'all. So if you like this content and you want to see more of it, it's a really good way to support the channel and help yourself if you're looking for something that might be a little bit more texture sensitive to you, or it might just be a better option for your oral health routine. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all immensely. Much love always, and just remember, you're never alone, and you can always bloom where you